What's up, homies? I got another banger for you today on pay-per-lead big buyers. In other videos, we're going to go over how to acquire these buyers, but once you have them, I'm going to show you why the economics are so insane because you can keep stacking lead sales off of the first lead generated. That means you might generate it one time for 20 to 40 bucks, something like that, and you might sell it over and over and over in different verticals for 40 to 50 bucks each. That's when the economics start to get insane, so I'm just going to break that down in today's video. All right, so first of all, we like to acquire our big buyers off of LinkedIn and email. And I know that you might be watching this and you're like, hey, the SMMA world, the social media marketing world, don't you just run ads? Yeah, for the little clients, but it's kind of counterintuitive to the big clients. So the big dogs, you can normally scrape lists, you can use Apollo, you can use other AI, and find people that are heads of affiliate marketing in your niche, and then just get in front of them and over LinkedIn or email and just see if they'll take a call with you. When I first started going after big buyers, I thought it was going to be extremely difficult. I would have to show them a ton of social proof, but these guys have such big budgets like politicians do. Like basically they have to spend this amount of marketing budget, otherwise they won't get it again next year. So they're just going to basically buy leads from anyone for at least a test size. So this first company, we'll just call him company A. He is going to do a test size of 200 leads per day. So company A is going to get about 6,000 leads a month. And let's say we generate these leads. This isn't going to be crazy economics yet, but watch how they grow. So maybe we generate these for $15 and we sell them for $30. So right out the gate, that's pretty good. So if we just do a profit of $15 per lead times 6,000, profit right out the gate, at least gross profit, is going to be 90 grand. So we have 90 grand gross profit. Like you can break down your team expenses in here, blah, 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 whatever softwares, but the gross profit is 90. So that's pretty damn good for one client, especially for a test budget. But here's where things start to get crazy. So we're generating 200 leads per day. Now we're going to go again and try and get company B and company C. Now what I would recommend for doing this model is going on a website called impact.com. And this is where we start to get into the affiliate marketing world. So in the affiliate marketing world, it's a lot of basically taking your core primary buyer and then selling those leads again on the back end. And sometimes they can be in different verticals, the same vertical. I'll show you two different scenarios. So we went on impact.com and we got company B, who is also in the same niche, and company C, who is also in the same niche. So these guys, let's say company B right now, I think they pay us around $200 for a qualified lead, and company C will pay around $250 for a qualified lead. So here's how you set this up if you're smart and you want to make a lot of money in the pay per lead vertical. So we have company A buying 200 leads a day. Let's say these 200 leads, they go through our funnel and then they get sent to the client. Before they get sent to the client, we're going to throw them to a thank you page that basically says, you know, you can talk to an expert, and then we'll just route them to the client, or do it yourself now. So maybe out of these 200 leads, only 10% of them go and opt in to company B and C. So we're going to say the average is about 225 per qualified lead. And normally, guys, this company B and company C you see here, these are going to be much longer forms. So on the thank you page, they might have to go through like 30 or 40 questions. So the total amount of people that are going to do this are just lower. And if you were to run company B and company C as a core primary buyer, the economics would be really hard. So maybe you spend 175 to get that 200 cost per lead. And that is much higher risk than doing, you know, like $15 generated to get $30 gross revenue and $15 gross profit. So basically company B and company C, they're much harder to get leads for. That's why we put them on the thank you page, and it costs us nothing to do that. So these are just extra profit on top. So let's say 20 leads every day would be 600 a month times, so we'll do 600 times 225. There's an extra $135,000 if you set this campaign up correctly. So you have your primary buyer, company A, they're buying 200 leads a day. So this is 90,000 profit. Then you get company B and company C. So these are going to probably, like, let's say you're in life insurance and you get a life insurance company that has a bunch of sales reps. That's a great primary buyer. If you get a life insurance insurance company that's like, hey, we don't have any sales reps, we're just an online store where you can go buy life insurance, that's where I would put them on the thank you page. Then you route all of the leads to primary buyer 1, and on the thank you page, you have these more kind of complex buyers, and it's just really hard to win if you run direct marketing and paid ads right to it. If you just get like 5 to 10% of the leads opting in, you get extra money on top, and this profit margin is stupid. Of course, you can take the original $15 cost per lead and only 10% of them did it. So let's just do 20 times 15. Well, it's not quite that. So actually this is a great lesson. So maybe the economics here don't work, and I want to explain why. So if you do $15 and 1 out of every 20 of them opts in, you're at $300. So $300 to generate leads for client B and C, well, that's more expensive than what they're paying you, right? But this is how you make it work. You throw it on the thank you page. So this is just an extra way to get paid, and you haven't spent any more money. It's just kind of an extra on top. So now we've spent $90,000 in 1 month to go ahead and get all of these leads, and we made 135 from buyers B and C. We ended up making another $90,000 from the primary buyer A. So 90 plus 135 is 225,000. Gross profit for 90 spent. So 90 divided by 225 is 40. So this is a great 40% margin to literally just run media buying, and this is where the affiliate marketing world gets crazy. I just wanted to make this video because we recently signed up a couple clients to build this exact model to basically get a primary buyer and then 2 sub buyers underneath on the thank you page, and they're more than happy to kind of commingle and buy the same leads because they're such massive companies, they don't really care. There's a bunch of semantics in here that might pull this 40% down profit, might pull it down to like as low as 30%, but to literally just do media buying and only spend maybe $3,000 a day, which one person can easily do, this is a crazy amount of gross profit to make off of literally just setting up media buying campaigns. So I just wanted to make this super short video, and I'm going to make a lot more in-depth, but basically to show you, if you guys are still in the SMMA model, the social media marketing space, and you're just marketing towards mom and pop shops that might do 30,000 in profit a year, you're never going to hit these numbers. So I wanted to break your belief, and I'll show you in other videos how we're acquiring these massive buyers and how they're kind of easy to get if you set it up right, and then getting subcategory buyers on the thank you page, which is basically 90% plus profit. And if you set it up correctly, you start to get the big boy numbers. The, one client, one campaign is making you 200 grand a month in profit. So to be honest, we're still pretty new to this. So we're learning a lot. We're making a ton of mistakes. I'm going to update the YouTube channel with mistakes we make, new buyers we get, how much money we're making in a P&L breakdown, and just show you guys how you can copy it to literally just do the exact same thing. So go ahead and click around here. There's some other videos on the pay per lead model and why it's so much better than the retainer model.